Good morning, this is old Vic again. We're going to do a little painting today. I want you to stick along and watch with us. Maybe grab your brushes and paint along. We're ready to go. I got a 16 by 20 canvas. I've got a little thin coat of liquid white on it, and we'll go over our palette in just a second. On my palette today, I've got titanium white, phthalo green, phthalo blue, Persian blue, midnight black, dark sienna, Van Dyke brown, alizarin crimson, sap green, cad yellow, yellow ochre, and bright red. I'm going to start out with a 1-inch brush and a little Persian blue. Sorry, I don't think that's Persian. This is a little midnight black to start with. Then I'm going to go into the Persian blue. There we go. Just use little crisscross X strokes. Little twisty turnies. Then I'm going to do some little phthalo blue. Working this in. Crisscross X strokes. I'm having a variation of colors in my sky. It's not really all a dark, deep blue. The lighter you work with your brush, the less paint you'll put on the canvas. There you go. Light strokes back and forth across the canvas now. And then some long strokes back and forth across it. Maybe just a touch of little liquid white on here now. Get this down a little. There we go. There. I'll take my fan brush now, just a touch of liquid white, and then I'm going to the titanium white. Got a few little clouds just popping around up in here, little counterclockwise circles with my brush. That work out of the corner here. I'm going to take a clean 1-inch brush. I'm going to tickle the bottom of my cloud. Just kind of blend down the base of it. Up a little bit. There we go. Reload the brush. Maybe a lot of those little guys got her floating around up in this area. When I want the bright spot of the cloud, I push my brush up against the canvas and the paint will come from the back of the brush and leave these little bright sunspots. You don't have to have all solid white. And once again, I'm going to take the corner of my brush and just tickle the bottom. Just little counterclockwise circles. Pull down some little mare's tails, rain showers, clouds, little shadow between the clouds. There we go. There we go. Just working some of these little guys around. And you'll tickle. There we go. Take a 2-inch brush down, very lightly, just lift them up. All I'm trying to do is hit these little gobs of paint that's sticking off the canvas. Just blend them down softly. 2 hairs, a whole lot of hair. There we go. And lightly brush across. I'm taking my 1-inch brush now with some dirty Phthalo Blue. I have a little dark shadowy area underneath these clouds. I'm just putting a little blue counterclockwise movements, just I just want a little color to set my transition in from the sky into the water. There we go. We'll take a little titanium white, touch of liquid white, just a little hit right on the top of these little guys down.
There we go.
My 2-inch brush once again, I'm just fairly lightly just lifting it up a little bit. And then brush across the 2 hairs and a whole lot of hair, just set these down. There we go. We'll wipe my fan brush. Take my 1-inch brush that's got the blue on it. I'm going to take just a touch of liquid white now. Into some Phthalo Blue. We'll start pulling in from the sides. And I'm going to set a horizon line in here now. Set straight as I can. There we go. If you happen to get a canvas that sucks a lot of liquid white into it, you might have to reuse liquid white now and then. Reset my horizon line here. Now I'm going to take just a little bit of the phthalo green. We'll start right in here. I want to change this. There we go. Just a little through this area here. A little more phthalo blue. And then that down in here. There we go. There we go. I'm going to take just a little bit of dark sienna. I come right in here and I'm going to just start pulling down a little bit. And on the other side over here, I want just to pull down a little bit. And then right in here. There we go. Very lightly brush across it. There we go. I'll take my knife now. Take a little roll of titanium white. I want to set in a distant waterline. There we go. Keep it as straight as you can and let it run across. Then I have some waves that's coming in. They're way back, way back. So you little crooked line out of there. There we go. But the way back there, you want it pretty close together. And as you come forward, you want to start getting them a little deeper, a little wider apart. There we go. Just put in as few or as many as you want. There we go. Just take my fan brush. Pull it very lightly just across, slightly upward. Once again, 2 hairs and a lot of air. There we go. There, just a little light. Take some titanium white now, a little liquid white on it. Come right in here. Start up, come down, come back up, and just drift off to the edge of the canvas. Wipe my brush. I'm going to take a little phthalo green, Persian Phthalo Blue. About build a little background wave that's breaking down in this area. There we go. There. Always pull a little curve to this. I'll wipe my brush off now, clean it up a little bit. I use odorless paint thinner and I keep a lid on it while I'm painting. I'll take a little phthalo blue, a lizard crimson mixed, I just brush mix it a little bit. We'll have some little breaking waves on here, so just a little bit of counterclockwise movement. Come down the round underneath here. And then just taper out on the side. And clean the brush again. Little liquid white, titanium white. I want just a little bit of color on these waves now with the break it over. There we go. Try not to go back over these too many times. There we go. A little brightness right as they start to break it. There we go. Use the white now with the liquid white, titanium white. Oop. I have a few little curly spots on top of these waves now. Just counterclockwise touch and flip, maybe little pushies in there. Do not kill all the dark. Little splash in front of your wave. There we go. Excellent, excellent. I'm going to take my 2-inch brush down. A little bit of titanium white on it, not much. We're going to start building this wave down. I'm going to have a little curl coming around. With the eye of the wave and the corner of the brush, I want to just tap in some titanium white. I want to get my little wave lit up, almost transparent, so you just counterclockwise little circles underneath here. Then titanium white, pull down around the wave. There you go. Change my wave a little bit, make it all flow out to the edge. Take my knife, little dirty titanium white. Want to have a wave breaking in front of this area here. Let it break out from the edge and come back around underneath here. This one I want to just break it down away from the wave now. This one might pull back just a little into the way the wave is coming down. Up. There we go. With the knife down. We got a few little waves underneath here. We'll use a little phthalo green with my white. Just start working some of these little guys out of here. There we go. There. As we get on the shoreline, they get thinner. They just kind of just play out, little tag. This is where the kids run back and forth in the water, just get their toes wet and scream. At least that's the way my grandkids used to do it. We'll take a little blue now. I want this little intensified here, that coming around underneath here. Just pull it back and forth because I got a little stream coming through here. And then this just fades out to this little water line. With that 1/8 brush again, we'll bring some of this back toward my wave now, the back edge of it. There we go. Softly. There we go. Then back and forth across this. There we go. Wipe off my brush. I'll pick up the blue brush. Well, I lied to you. I'll pick up the fan brush. I'll take Van Dyke Brown. Over here, I got a trunk. It's got to be set in here. Van Dyke in it. Big old trunk. There we go. Gotta have a few little branches on them sticking out over here. They grow a little bit as they come out. There we go. I want to have one on the other side also. Just putting in a shape for right now. And also we got a few branches out on him. There we go. Always have your brush pulled to a chiseled edge so you get these sharp little branches out of here. There we go. I'll wipe the fan brush again. I'll take the knife. Little dark sienna, touch of white. I'll start putting some bark on these, just touch and drop straight down. Maybe just a little more white on there. There we go. Might be a little bright shadow on the right on the edge of the tree. That'll come around the bark. There we go. We're gonna do the other side also. Just touch, no pressure, let that paint break on there. There we go. Maybe just a touch of brightness there. There we go, just a little. I'll take a dirty 1/8 brush with my dark sienna touch. We got some leaves out on here, some trees. Just put the background leaf in there. There we go. Well, I got this dirty brush going. I'm going to take some Van Dyke Brown, the Midnight Black. I'll tap in some bushes around these trees. Down underneath the foot of the tree. Side over here is going to get some also. I'd add just a little sap green to this mixture now. Just work this all down through here. Let this come in on this side. On the other side, we'll come in also, bringing this little guy in.
There we go.
Nice. Just put in some dark shapes right now. Wipe the brush. I'm going to take the one each brush now. I'm going to take some liquid white and put it on the palette. Take a little can yellow, maybe a little yellow ochre. We're going to start some little leaves and branches on these trees. A little more yellow ochre. Just let the, just the corner. Gonna go ahead with some yellow ochre, maybe a touch of dark sienna. There, little can yellow. Just tapping in some leaves on the end of my bushes or branches here. Don't start a pattern. Just randomly let them grow off of your. There we go. Let them keep growing underneath here. The illusion that some of them are growing off of the edge of your tree. There's gonna be some up in this area. There we go. A few more across on the other side now. I got in a hurry and tried to finish the painting all at once. There we go. Looks pretty good. We're going to have different shapes of bushes around the base of your trees. Different shades. Oh, that's a little firecracker green one there. I like that one. Maybe we'll duplicate it on this side, not quite as bright. I picked up just a little bit of the brown on my brush now, and so here we go. Little liquid white. Maybe there's a little alizarin crimson white one here. Ah, that's a nice little lavender color. When you put it on one spot, you should repeat it on another part of the canvas. No rhyme or reason to it, but it's just, it helps you to release your eye to come in on the rest of your canvases. So get some paper towels here and get ready to roll. May have a little sap green. That's going to give you a little deeper color. Be a little sap green. Phthalo green with a touch of white to give you some flowers on the top of your little bushes. It doesn't take much to change the effect of your paintings. There we go. This is a little yellow ochre white. Once in a while you might put one of Bob's favorites in there. This is what he called his little firecracker, which is not very popping. But I'll make this next part pop. There we go. There we go. Use a little red, cad yellow, nice orange little color. It just pops and lets them grow. Puts a happy feeling into your paintings. Yeah. If you use a little more cad yellow, it changes your orange color. Use less. Just if you use a little liquid white into it, it gives you a little bush of white little tips. Some yellow ochre. There we go. The liquid white lizard crimson. There we go. There we go. Okay. The fire over there. I want to take my knife now. A little Van Dyke brown. Got a little cliff kind of area coming down to here. There we go. We'll highlight that just a little bit. Just put a glazed little color here. There we go. Take a little bit of liquid white with the tip of my brush. I got a little waterline around the bottom here. Just cut these guys in. There you go. I want to take a lighter brush right now. But thin down some bright red. We'll side this old guy right here. And once again, I want to thank everybody for watching this. May you have a happy holiday, and God bless you for the rest of the Happy New Year. I plan on having a Happy New Year myself. I thank you all. Bye-bye.